questions at the proper time.
I now call on the chairman of the full committee, Mr. Shuster.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to welcome our folks here, the witnesses today. Appreciate you being here. And I just want to echo what the distinguished ranking member said about we have the finest rail freight system in the world, and we want to make sure that it continues to be, that it continues to not have to rely on the federal government for funding, and that they continue to be prosperous and invest 18 to 20% of their revenues back into the system. But also appreciate the chairman having this hearing to not only talk about freight rail but passenger rail. I think it's pretty clear. I've made myself pretty clear. I really want to try to do something to reform Amtrak, to make sure that it may never make a profit, but we need to make it move in that direction. I appreciate some of the things Mr. Boardman's been done over his tenure as a CEO at Amtrak, but we need to sit down, labor, management, Congress, and figure out how we need to move forward and focus on those areas that I believe can be or that are profitable, and build on that, and look at other areas that aren't, and figure out ways to correct them or suspend them or reform them in such a way that we can be moving in the right direction. I think it's critical that we have passenger rail in this country. Some places a lot more than others, and of course it's no secret the Northeast Corridor is one of those places that it should shine even more than it does now. And just full disclosure, I do not live along the Northeast. Western Pennsylvania is not in the Northeast Corridor. So for those folks that say that's parochial interest, it is not. I think it's of interest to anybody that lives in that corridor with that population density that we continue to see significant improvements to Amtrak and its operations there as we move forward. So I'm going to be working very closely with the chairman as we move forward to do a rail reauthorization bill this year. So, Mr. Chairman, thank you for yielding me the time. I yield back.
I now call on Mr. Mike